Hey, how's it going, friends and family? Welcome back. You're here with Francisco, and today we got the Jeep Gladiator back here in the garage, and we're going to be doing the front and rear differential fluid change finally. Since we're going to go ahead and pop these off already, we're going to go ahead and do an upgrade on them. I believe it was like after 2021, they went ahead and did away with the drain bolt. So now you have to completely remove the differential cover anyways in order to do a fluid change. And that'll go the same for the rear. You used to have that drain plug right here. They no longer have it on the Dana 44s, and I believe on the Dana 30s also. Finally picked up some differential covers, and these are going to be the legacy covers from Currie. They are definitely a lot beefier, a lot thicker. They came packaged very well, and they are super heavy. You were able to get these in a red finish, in a black powder coated finish, and then you can also get them in a raw finish. What I do like about it is that it is a lot thicker, especially right here on the bottom lip where it mounts up to the axle, and that allows it to basically have your bolt recessed into the differential cover. And I'm just gonna go ahead and throw some 75 W90 in there. I've been seeing people have really good luck with this. We're currently not re-geared and I do not tow, so I think we should be fine with this. For the most part, we shouldn't be requiring too many tools. We obviously are gonna get a torque wrench out. We got a Allen 6mm for the new hardware, and to remove the old hardware, they're all 10 mils. And then I do have a 1/2 inch with a 3/8 reducer on there, and that way we can go ahead and pop the current plug on there and just make sure that it's still free, even though we're not going to be using it, just in case for some crazy reason we do have to use the OEM differential cover again. You do want to make sure that you can pop off the fill port first. It's a good practice to do that. We should be able to just easily remove the differential cover. It doesn't have like RTV on there no more. There should be a reusable gasket that we can go ahead and reuse now since they don't have drain plugs anymore. But just in case we have to give it a couple blows, we have a little dead blow. The Gladiator hasn't really been doing too many crazy trails yet, so thankfully we have had no rock bashing on there yet. As you know, that's usually one of the low-hanging fruits of the Wranglers and Gladiators, like right here on my wife's. You can see on hers, we got the Spicer ones. She has that Dana 30 in the front. As you can see here, we've banged it up on a few rocks here and there. Thankfully, this one right here is really good too. Originally, I wanted to go with this one right here. When I was shopping around, I ended up finding the Currie ones. They were fairly cheap, I think, in my opinion. They were about $100 each. It seems like they're going to be doing a good job. I like the way they look too. And yeah, the rear one is also very important too, because OEM ones are notorious for just peeling back whenever you do drag it along a rock or anything like that. So as you can see here too, they have been making contact, and there's just no issues with this cover. I think we will and should have good luck with that as well. When we do take off the OEM ones, we'll go ahead and do a little side-by-side comparison. That way you can see it for yourself. I mean, I think for the most part, everybody knows that they're super thin and flimsy. Again, I'm just gonna go ahead and take advantage of us doing a fluid change anyways. I've been delaying that. I probably should have done that a long time ago. Again, I'm about 57,000 miles. I really lagged there, so hopefully it's still good, but I do not plan on sticking with these gears and axle shafts anyways. I should have still changed it around the 15 to 30,000 mark. We'll take a look and see how it's doing. Right now at the 57,000 mile mark, and this will be the first time that we changed the differential fluids out since it being brand new. Although this process will be the exact same way on a Wrangler, for us Gladiator guys, we got to go ahead and remove the sway bar to be able to make room to pop the differential cover off. And that's just 415 mils that you got to remove. Out of the way. Okay, now seized up. Doesn't look too bad. It's a good sign. Yeah, it looks really good right now. That is very nice. We're gonna go ahead and remove the reusable gasket. Hopefully it's in good condition also, and that way we can go ahead and mount up the new one. We'll go ahead and let it drain out and be good to go. The fill plug is also magnetic. It does not look like there's chunks or anything like that, so that is definitely a good sign. Alrighty, and here is the reusable gasket. You just kind of got to be careful when you're peeling it off the differential cover. It should pop off fairly easy. Don't try to fight it too much. And this one does look like it's in very good condition. We're gonna go ahead and get all the bolts and washers put together. That way we're ready to roll. And it does have a little lock washer that comes with it. So I am currently not going to place any blue Loctite. I don't believe that it will hurt it if you want to. I'm just letting you know that I'm not doing it at this time. The gasket's on there, ready to go. And then right here on the Currie differential cover, you'll have 44R, and that'll be for the rear. The front will have an F on there. And I thought that was pretty cool for them to just distinguish that, just in case. Before we do actually toss it on there, just definitely wanted to show you a side-by-side comparison on just the thickness of the differential cover. So OEM one, flat little pancake, and then you got this beefed up one right here. Let's get this bad boy on there. Should be no more than about 25-30 foot-pounds. We're gonna go 25. And we'll also make sure to just evenly do this, switching back and forth. Okay, and then the fill plug, I am using a 5/16 Allen to go ahead and remove it. This one we do not have to use any tape or anything because it does have a O-ring on it. It's supposed to take about 1.5 quarts, so we'll see. Hopefully we have enough. And we'll just go ahead and squeeze this guy in here. We should know that it's full once it starts to drip out, just like the transfer case. This is the first time I use these bags right here, and it is super smooth, honestly. Doesn't make those Taco Bell noises either afterwards. As bad. Okay, quart number one. Let's see how much of quart number two it'll take. There it is. So we got quite a bit left over. Should be enough for the front because I still got a full one, and then whatever's left from here. And this drain plug calls for 25 foot-pounds also. Alrighty. That looks really good already. Not only is it functional, but it looks good. Lastly, just put the sway bar back in, and we should be ready to rock and roll back here and move on to the front. Those bolts call for 41 foot-pounds. And just like that, the rear is complete. That looks awesome. I definitely like the looks of that. Let's move this party over to the front. For the most part, it should be the same process, same tools. Front also looks very good. There was like some markings right there, and originally I was like, oh man, some of the debris fell in or something like that, but it looks like it's just writing from the factory, so nothing to be alarmed. Looks really good in here. The gasket thankfully cleaned off really good. It is in very good condition, and as you can see here, the front is stamped with 44F. Let's get this bad boy on here and wrap this up. Alrighty, nice and full. Oh, a little too full. Definitely plenty with 3 quarts, so no concern there. Cool. Just like that, we're done. This looks really good. So that just wraps it up, and man, that looks really good. Again, not only does that provide a good amount of protection for your differential, but just looking at it, looks really good. A super easy upgrade that can be done right here in your driveway. These bottom bolts right here, it has more material on the bottom side of the differential. The rear is the exact same, and they're nice and recessed. That way it doesn't rash these up too much to where you can't remove them later on. And here's the rear. I don't know if there's a difference between the front and the rear, honestly. To me, they both looked identical. Dana 44 front and rear did not look like there was much of a difference. Well, I'll show you the part numbers right now. Nice and recessed, and then nice and thick material right here. That way you can go ahead and take definitely a good beating. Here is the rear, the M220. There's your part number. I'll put it all in the description as well. And then your front M210 with the part number right there. And I'll throw that in the description. I ended up ordering directly from Currie 4x4, and it was just a lot cheaper on their website, because if you try to look for it on like Amazon or a few of the other like third parties, it's a little more expensive. For some odd reason, it was just a lot cheaper buying directly from Currie 4x4. That is a wrap for us here in the garage. We got to change out the differential fluid, and when doing so, going ahead and upgrading the differential covers. Having some protection like a beefier differential cover definitely helps out a lot, and again, gives you that peace of mind. I've seen videos and I've seen posts of people kind of just sardine canning their rear differential, especially getting hung up on a rock and then just shearing it right off, and then there goes your differential fluid. I think these are, again, really good looking. Let's see here, we are in April, so next month, coming May, we are going to be attending the Molina Ghost Run, and I think that's definitely going to be a good opportunity to do a really good shakedown run on the Jeep Gladiator. and kind of just go out there and have some fun as well. You know, hopefully socialize a little bit and maybe do some networking. We'll see. But either way, definitely go out there, have a good time with some friends. And I've been to it in the past, and it's always been really good. I definitely have a lot of fun. They do a really big raffle. I definitely recommend to attend it. And that's something that you can sign up for on the Cal 4 Wheel website. And I want to say it's the weekend of May 8th. It's in Hollister Hills, California, over at the OHV Park. And again, it's just a really fun time. Check it out if you have the opportunity. And we'll see how the Gladiator does out there. And that's all just in preparation of hopefully getting it on to some nice gnarly trails here coming up in the summertime. I know that the Rubicon trip is gonna happen this year. Typically, I think our buddies like to go in the September timeframe, so we'll see if they still plan for September. We'll see, but definitely a few trails that is going to require for me to definitely get some practice in with the Gladiator and choosing lines, and we're going to be testing it to its limits for sure. But other than that, that's all I got, friends and family. And I hope everyone's doing well and taking care out there. Until the next video, take it easy out there.